what can we say about this frame set? Well, the paint job is quite nice. It's semi-glossy to high glossy, and the colour is sort of a washed out celeste and with some grey, browny, silver insets. This one fades down near the bottom bracket, and you got them down on your rear stays as well and on the inside of your forks. It has a drop stay on the right hand side and an indent for your small chainring. The decals are underneath the clear coat and they're raised so you can feel them, but you can't scratch them off. The tube shapes are in keeping with aero, so we've got the round front and the truncated back. Same here and the same here, chopped off at the back, truncated. Top tube is fatter here and it goes slimmer toward the back. Nice shaping, very nice. I really like this way the rear stays come up here and they're wrapped around, they're sort of moulded into there, very nice, smoothly done. And around the bottom bracket you've got that curve there, the curve down the back here, and you've got a curve here in between the seat tube and your top tube. You've got a curve here around your head tube as well. And your front forks, they come forward at the crown a little bit and then go straight down. If they were like a road bike and they would go straight down here, then your axle would be further back by a couple of centimetres and you'd likely have toe overlap because you've got such knobbly tyres on if you ride with wider tyres. So that's why your fork is forward a little bit to give you your clearance. T47 bottom bracket, so it's threaded and extra large. That's becoming very popular now, the T47. The rear derailleur hanger is at the back of the stay there, and it's a UDH, so universal derailleur hanger, easy to replace if you need to. The seat post is proprietary to this frame, so it's wider than a normal one on a road bike, a little bit wider that way as well. And it's also truncated, so round at the front, flat at the back. The headset and handlebars is for integrated cables, which you'll probably be using. Nicely done down the bottom here, good gap, nice and close. Headset up here, nice and aero shaped, truncated at the back again. So your hydraulic hoses and gear cables or gear wires can come through your headset, go down there through your frame and down into your fork, etc. Handlebars, aero looking stem and bar integrated. These are gravel specific bars, so they come out wider as they go around on the drops. Nice big fat head tube with 1.5 inch bearings top and bottom. Under the bottom bracket is a hole for moisture ventilation. The front derailleur mount is removable, both for replacing if you need to and if you want to run a 1x, a single chainring. The rear derailleur mount here is also replaceable and it's a universal shape. Maximum tyre size you can have on this frame set is 45C, so 45mm wide. Both the integrated bar and the frame set is compatible with both the mechanical and electronic group set. For your water bottle cage mounts, there's 3 bolts on your down tube and 3 bolts on your seat tube. So you can have your cage here or slightly up, here or slightly up. There's also a mount underneath the down tube for your cage underneath the down tube. For mudguards, I don't have a full mudguard set to show you, so I have to make do with this plastic one. But you can imagine a full mudguard set, front and rear. There's a bolt here underneath your bottom bracket there, and 2 here under the stays, and another 2 on the bottom part of the stays here. So you can have a full mudguard with your connections. And for the front, there's a bolt underneath your fork here, under the crown, so you can have your front mudguard as well. And in fact, you've got the bolts here, you can use one of those bolts for the bottom part of the mudguard to hold it steady. Now let's have a closer look at the details on this frame. The rear brake caliper mount looks quite good, no excess paint spillage, and they look quite flat for mounting, that's good. Front caliper mount, the top mount, little bit of paint excess, probably a nail file would get rid of that, that's all right. And the bottom one, that's perfect, that's fine. Very good. The bottom bracket shell, some would argue that the faces should be paint free. However, personally, I'm going to leave that paint on as long as there's no lumps or gaps, and it looks like there's an even thickness of paint anyway all the way around, so it should be fine. The thread looks really, really good, well made, and there's no paint spillage in there whatsoever. Have a look at the other side. There's a little mark on the upper left hand side there. The thread on this side looks very good. Again, well made, and a little bit of dirt there. Nothing that a stiff bristle brush can't get out. Weight of the frame. 1.13 kilogram. And the weight of the fork, 450 grams. Weight of the integrated handlebar, 0.34, so 340 grams. Seat post, 156 grams. Set pieces, 137 grams. Seat post plunger and weatherproof sleeve, 29 grams. Compression plug, this is quite a heavy one, this one, 53 grams. This piece here holds your Di2 battery in place in your frame, 22 grams.